Hey guys, so this is my little bun. He didn't like you guys, I guess. So as my TBR goes, don't think I'll be able to do the Booktubeathon pick. Really though, like who has time to go out and pick a book? I have so many books that I actually haven't read. Like over half of my bookshelf is unread content because I've gotten into a really bad reading stoop. Like I was able to read a few books during the school year, but when I'm at home, like it's really hard to discipline myself and just sit down and read a whole book like I used to. I used to read books like crazy in high school, just go through. I guess that is one thing I really love about readathons. They get me a little bit more into fast reading. I used to love to power through books. I hope I at least get through like 3 books, because even then, like that's kind of like good, you know? For a solid week, like 3 books is a lot. I want to show you guys my graphic novels first. I have a Lumberjanes comic, issue 1 of Making the Ghost of It. So yeah, I bought that one like last summer. And then I've got my Curb Stomp. This is issue 1. I wanted to read some lady comic books. I love the X-Men comics. There are some characters in each generation that I'm like not cool with, but like the person that I've always been cool with is Nightcrawler. He's so cute, and I really love what they did with his character in X-Men First Class. I think it was the 2nd movie. Okay, and here he is. It's issue 1, and I got him for like $10. Death Note, issue volume 1. Okay, so I got Warm Bodies. I've tried to read this book so many times. My buddy Allison loves this book. It's like her favorite book. We've read the first few chapters together because like if you ever have free time with your friends, reading books together is like so fun, just like reading aloud. And then I have Where She Went by Gail Forman. I lost the dust cover. Actually, this is Kimberly's book, so she probably has her dust cover. But I need to get through this book, because if you watched my last year's Booktubeathon Tbr, no, actually, nobody watched last year's TBR from me because it got deleted, so that's cool. But this was on last year's TBR for me, and I didn't get through it, so we're gonna try this again. I picked up this book called Coffee, Tea, or Me, which is about 2 stewardess ladies, and I think that they have like a thing. I think they're gay ladies and they're stewardess, so that's cool. If I open it up and I realize that it has nothing to do with gay ladies, then like I'm gonna be a little disappointed. And then I have an audiobook. It's called Schizo. I've always seen this in Barnes & Noble and I always wanted to read it, but not enough to buy it. So when I saw this at my library in the discarded section, I was like, heck yes. The last book on my TBR, Irresistible Revolution, Living as an Ordinary Radical, which is by Shane Claiborne, and he's like a pretty religious dude. He's also like a hella hippie, and I'm really interested in this because I saw him do a talk a few months back, and I'm really interested to read his book because I'm interested in his theories about religion and like the world. He loves helping people, he loves traveling, so I'm like totally into this kind of stuff. I was really hoping that we'd do video challenges this year, so I hope that they can like get those going so that I could know like what I want to do with those. The first challenge is read a book with a person on the cover, and that's like all my books have people on the cover, so check. Challenge 2, read a hyped book, and I think we're gonna go with Death Note because everyone and their mom talks about Death Note. I wanted to read it before I watched the show. I've read this like once, but my head wasn't in the right place, so I didn't like absorb the information very well. Finish the book in 1 day. I'm gonna go with Nightcrawler or one of these comic books because that's really fucking easy. Read a book in which the main character is different from you. I think I'm gonna go for Coffee, Tea, and Me. It's based in the 60s, so that's a different time era. Finish a book completely outdoors. You know, that's gonna be a little hard for me, especially since I live in Phoenix. It is boiling outside, so I don't know if I'm gonna get very far from that, but I'll probably read Lumberjanes, like halfway out of the pool, just like this, cause I'm gonna die if I read everything out there. Read a book you bought just because of the cover, and that is Schizo. The color scheme of Schizo is really nice. I was drawn to it. And of course, the last challenge is read 7 books. My memory card is almost full and my camera's bitching about it. So I guess I'll see you guys later, maybe with a Booktubeathon update. Okay, bye.